human language of mankind. To the scientist, it is the system of vibrations. To the musician, it is the relationship between the ear and the instrument or voice. Each kind of music has its own rules, speaks to us in its own way. There are different kinds of music like jazz, rock, classical, folk, and many more. It is one of the finest outlets for self-expression. Is the union of pitch, force, quality, and duration arranged according to the laws of melody and harmony. Origin of music. Piano, first keyboard instrument perfected. जो म्यूज़िक का origin है वो है piano. First keyboard instrument perfected. Theories about music. डार्विन ने क्या म्यूज़िक के बारे में बताया ताकि आपको म्यूज़िक वाज developed to attract the opposite sex. म्यूज़िक डिवेल्प करता है, पैदा करता है हमारी दूसरी ऑपोजिट जेंडर को अट्रैक्ट करता है. स्पेंसर. म्यूज़िक वाज developed to express emotions just like language developed to express ideas. म्यूज़िक हमारे इमोशंस को ज़ाहिर करने के लिए पैदा करता है और ख्यालात को का इजहार करता है. रिचर्ड वैगनर ने क्या कहा था? Thought that music, unlike other arts, could exist quite independent for the visible world. Rumi ने कहा था म्यूजिक क्रिएट्स ऑडिबल फॉर्म. जोहान वोल्फगांग गोथे. म्यूजिक इज अ डिसाइड means to form man's creator, placing music as the center of all educational endeavors. Robert Nye. Music then will serve as a medium through which individuals will be acquainted with the various aspects of life, being perspicacious reflections of humanity through ages. Music is a divine gift that is soul-searching and soul-satisfying. Importance of music in one's culture. The Babylonians, they used music to give signals to armies and to break the gatherings of people. The Egyptians, they used music in their religious rituals and social activities. The Hindus, music was interwoven with their religious ceremonies and festivities. The Hebrews considered music as a spiritual gift of God because to them music was a matter of religion and art. The Assyrians used music in their religious ceremonies and rituals. Importance of music in one's culture. लिटरेचर में आते हैं 6 पॉइंट. The Greeks, इन्होंने क्या कहा था? They have their music and myths combined, which give us the mythical gods and goddesses. The Romans ने क्या कहा था? Music is Roman before the introduction of Persian was crude and unsatisfactory. Roman rulers who devised notations by placing letters over syllables. The next was placing signs called neumes over the words. The Europeans. Southern Europe had different troubadours, singers from the nobility, trouvers, knightly singers, and the mini singers, love singers. The Chinese. Music had a prominent place among the Chinese intellectuals. They used the pentatonic 5-note scales. The Japanese. They also use pentatonic scale. The national music instrument of Japan is the koto. The Italians. The art of singing came to perfection with the development of the opera in Italy in the 17th and 18th centuries, largely due to the development of a new vocal compositions, the art song. Well, the Filipinos. Music is their main source of communicating their feelings and emotions. फिलिपींस में क्या म्यूज़िक एक ऐसा ज़रिया है, सोर्स है, जो हमारे जज्बात और फीलिंग्स को कम्युनिकेट करता है, हमारे इमोशंस के साथ कम्युनिकेट करता है. Introduction to music education. The story of music education is inextricably associated with the cultural history of mankind. Music is a regular pastime of man and probably one of his earliest accomplishments. The ensuing changes in social and educational structures have dictated modifications in purpose and methods of music education. Significations of music education in the Philippines. The significance of music education can be gleaned from the ongoing seminar workshops conducted by different institutions to upgrade knowledge, methods, and procedures and teaching strategies. Music Education Law RA 4723 giving importance to the teaching music in the curriculum of elementary and secondary schools in 1966. Music education will be the child's link to the present global music. Through the singing of folk songs and our souls stirring condiments, playing native instruments, participating in bamboo ensembles and the rondelles, the child demonstrates his love of country. Music appreciation in the Philippines. Thierry Thomas said that music is what awakens in you when reminded by the instruments. Music appreciation is difficult to define. It is an inclusive experience which embraces listening, interpretations, creative expressions, rhythmic understanding, mood, voices, instruments, forms, styles, pictures in relations to music, orchestral effects, lives of composers, eras, nationality in music, literature in relations to music, rudiments of harmony and music, all as fields of explorations, understanding and enjoyment. In the elementary school, music is presented in 5 whole programs. Singing, dancing, listening, playing instruments and creating. Thus, the teacher training level, the prospective teacher has acquired considerable skills. Music with its various texture and moods has a match for every condition and opinion. The theoretical knowledge of music will unlock for us a world of beauty, splendor, harmony, and joy which can be ours for the taking. It is one of the best means of satisfying one's creative artistic impulse. No human, the beginning of music education. Music education beginning बता रही हूँ यहाँ पे slide पे. No human society has been found which has no practice to the art of music and music education. In primitive societies, music fulfills a basic functions as accessible agents of tribal traditions, aesthetic meaning, and personal expressions in which all participate. The educational practice of one untouched tribe, the Manas of the admirably islands, read the situations as they had out. All evidence at hand handed down music education in one word. It is that the youth should be able to try on elaborate criminal traditions. Objective of music education. First, enrich life experiences. Second, discover creative potentials. Third one, enhance visual and oral perceptions. Fourth, utilize music as an outlet for one's feelings. 5. Gain acquaintance with music of different countries. Develop. Sixth one is develop fellowship. 7. Develop nationalistic spirit. 8. Awaken interest of global culture. 9. Gain familiarity with the different styles of native songs, dances, festivals, musical instruments native to the world. 10. Is involve community participation for a harmonious school-community relationship. In the Mediterranean area, music education became more formal undertaking. The second millennium BC, the Greeks considered music vital in shaping the character of the youth. Greek education was built in music and gymnastics. Music is the soul and gymnastics is the body. Its objective of education to build a citizen of character, stamina and grace. Accordingly, Lycurgus decreed regular education in music in Spartan. Solon recommended music training for all youth in Athens. On the 4th century BC, music education had apparently reached the height of its influence. Aristophanes and Pythagoras, able to establish music theory on a firm basis. Music education in Rome assumed the aspect of intellectual discipline. A curriculum gradually evolved based on writings by Plato and Aristotle, in which music was recorded with arithmetic, geometry, and astronomy or quadrivium. Music education in classical era was properly represented with the following kinds of music. A. The classical orchestra, composed of 30 musicians holding different stringed instruments with the addition of the following instruments. The chamber music. The chamber music produced by the 4-stringed instrument. Two violins, one viola, and one cello. The rococo is produced using the Rococo art. Opera buffa during the end part of the age of classicism. The Christians resisted the pagan educational system until the church assumed control of education. Boethius prepared 5 books De Musica. Music was studied as pure science, revised by Johannes de Muris. Schola's Cantorum schools for the education of choristers singing and in the mass and greatly expanded by Pope George at the end of 6th century. Practical professional methods. Music was carried into the universities and was included in the requirements for baccalaureate degree. Rise of troubadours, trouvères, and master singer. 3 types of music. 3 types of musicians is nobility, the clergy, the peasants, farmers, and workers. Musical educations in the Renaissance. Music, like the visual arts, are spacious, elegant, balanced, and with cheerful regard to home. Music was no longer considered only a scientific discipline. With the impact of humanistic philosophy and the advent of Protestantism, music instructions thus became standard in the core schools and parochial institutions. Music education continued to advance in Europe. The thriving of opera, instrumental performance, and the new song during the Baroque era was accompanied by a corresponding widening and deepening of musical literacy. Music education in the Western world. Music education Western world में क्या ये क्या कैसे outline of the modern European system. Traditions has been carried into the universities. The various types of parochial schools have continued. State-controlled elementary schools, values of music. In the 20th century, the curriculum has been broadened and enriched. In Hungary, the efforts of Zoltán Kodály resulted in the systematic and self-supported system of music education. which utilizes the total music of the country and its indigenous musical heritage. The Hungarian system is not only bearing fruitful results in by its share in music instructions development, but became strong influence for change in own program. Beginning of the music educations in the United States. It can be traced through historical documentations to the colonial era. It started as entirely oral in form. American music is characterized as the reflection, the wide and vast open geography, and the sense of freedom characteristics of American life. Some beliefs were naturally based upon European systems. However, we are in the process of creating new culture environment. The earliest systematic music education was centered in training of singers for Protestant church services. 18th century, first singing schools in the country founded. 1700, the Episcopal Church of Port Royal, Virginia putted a pipe organ. 1712, the Reverend Father John Truff of Newbury, Massachusetts, published the first practical instructions books in singing. 1614, the second book to be printed in America, entitled By Song Book. 1720, singing schools first appeared in Newland, England. Francis Hopkinson, William Billings, and Lowell Mason, they were concerned in developing the ability to read the music and ability to interpret a variety of choral works. 1752, an orchestra was employed in the production of Beggar's Opera. 1850, extensive interest and acquaintance with music has been developed. 1829, first gathering of musical conventions in Concord, Vermont. One is the kind of society which gave rise to music conventions were also the public school music. Teachers included singing as part of general classroom activities. Horace Mann, his time is the great expansion of the American public school system. Free public education itself, and because of this, music quickly assumed its place in the curriculum. Neve opened a school in Philadelphia in 1809. Principles of the Pestalozzian systems of music, John Heinrich Pestalozzi, presented in American American Institute of Instructions, meeting in Boston in 1830. To teach sounds before sings, to lead him, observe by hearing and imitating sounds, to teach them but one thing at a time, in making him practice each step of each until he is master of it, in giving the principles and theory are practiced, in analyzing and practicing the element of articulate sound in order to apply them into music, in having the names of the notes correspond to those used in instrumental music. Lowell Mason visited Europe in 1837 to 1853, observed the methods of music instruction in the Pestalozzian schools, and published several books, including the Pestalozzian Music Teacher. 19th century educators Luther Whiting Mason established more music education in the School of Cincinnati and became a prominent author of textbooks. His National Music Course, published in 1917. The first formal school for music educators was founded in 1884 in Potsdam, New York by Julia F.T. Craney, but Albertine's Conservatory in Ohio in the 1920s became first school to offer a 4-year degree in music education. Materials available in the Music Center. Instruments to create or listen to music. Second one, recorded music. Third, song books. Computers. Fifth one is homemade musical instruments. Some musical materials and toys or instruments must be accessible for play for much of the day. This includes anything children can use to create or listen to music, such as drums, electric keyboards, bells, a piano, triangles, xylophones, harmoniums, rattles, chimes, a music box, or a rhythm sticks. The instrument can even be homemade. Things needed for children to listen to record the music such as tapes, CD player, software for computers that offer extensive musical content such as the complete songs, passage of music songbooks. Staff must initiate at least one musical activity daily, including singing songs with children, soft music turned on at nap time, and music played for dancing. Two music toys should be rotated monthly. Three different types of music must be used regularly. There must be enough musical instruments for at least half of the children to use at once. Dance forms must be accompanied by something that makes music, such as recorded music, child-created music, or a tape player. Materials must be accessible for at least 1 hour daily. Creating diversity. Using instruments that are played around the world to include maracas, bongo, drums, bells, cymbals, xylophones, etc. Placing pictures in music movement area with different cultures and diverse music genres. Creating diversity. Play music for every child, such as Spanish, slow or fast renditions of lullabies and nursery rhymes. Invite people of different cultures who play instruments to further explain the importance of music in their culture and tell about their specific instrument. Infants, toddlers, and special needs children. Participate with babies and encourage the use of instruments. Clap to the rhythm with the baby and participate with baby, allowing them to visibly see me and follow my movements. Include music for special needs that engage them and allow them to follow along with the movements. Have ribbons, flags, and handheld instruments available to promote movement and dance. Make homemade instruments such as shakers to help students share in the experience with their very own instruments. What is the benefit of all of this music and dancing? Children are learning to be fluent in speech. Children are learning to create. They are developing their aesthetic sense. They are learning about other cultures. They are learning to have fun. The teacher's role. The teacher is to use music to develop relationship with the children by participating along with them and also providing music that promotes positive development. As a teacher, music is a way to gain a child's attention, making the classroom rules into a song or daily routines into a song will help children understand and learn what the teacher expects from them in a fun way. Music also helps teachers to display to children how to act appropriately in the classroom, sitting while music is playing, whether in large groups or individual time. Next slide. Milestones reached by musical instruction. Language and literacy. Strand 1. Listening and speaking. 36 to 48 months demonstrate increased understanding of oral languages through actions and response to directions and questions. To help children achieve this, the teacher may explain simple moves to a song and children should be able to follow the moves. Combinations and general knowledge. Families and communities. 48 months and older respect differences among people such as gender, race, special needs.
करने बंदे हुए गाड़ियाँ यहाँ पर
8 months and older participate in creative movement, dance, and drama. Teacher may provide costumes and props to encourage interpretive dance to various styles of music. Physical development and health. Stand 1. Gross motor development. 48 months and older use balance and control to perform a large motor task. The teacher may include moves using the balance during music time to help children achieve these milestones. Music is important. Reference: Whitner Carroll, Doors Close, Activities in High Quality Programs. Virginia Department of Social Service, Milestones of Children Development, retrieved February 16, 2016 from this one. ये email क्या है इसका? Next one is oranges. The benefits of listening music. If music is the medicine of the soul, let it play on. Sometimes music is just the best way to ignore the world, right? This one is pics of some musicians. Reducing stress, stress को reduce करता है ये music. Stop stressing, start living. This one is happy mode. Brain booster. Make our brain be empty. Brain boosters, mind management. Easier to get a new knowledge. Easier to get new education. This was something help you put more efforts into exercise. Don't make a decision without think about it. First or more better. You felt it by your own self, then you will know the enjoyable of music and I believe that it will change your life. Music is my life. It is a reflection of what I go through. All about music. म्यूजिक इधर हिस्ट्री बताएंगे, एलिमेंट्स बताएंगे एंड जनर्स बताएंगे. म्यूजिक लिटरली म्यूजिक इज एन आर्ट फॉर्म. Whose medium is sound and silence. Its common elements are pitch, which governs melody and harmony, rhythm and its associated concepts, tempo, meter, and articulation, dynamics, and the sonic qualities of timbre and texture. The word derives from the Greek word musiki, which means art of music. Music may be defined according to various criteria, including organizations, pleasantness, intent, social constructions, perceptual process, and engagement. Universal aspects are family resemblance and through a contrast or negative definitions. Many definitions of music implicitly hold that music is a communicative activity which conveys to the listeners moods, emotions, thoughts, impressions, or philosophy. Concepts of music. or genre, while music may be treated while music may be treated as languages without being called, such as inferred, lateral, or others analyses of musical grammar. Xavier Bryant defines the music not as a language but as a market-based solving methods such as mathematics. He is professor of philosophy at Colline College in the Fort Worth metropolitan area. History of music. मैं यहाँ पे अपनी हिस्ट्री में से बताऊंगी. Prehistoric music can only be theorized based on finding from paleontological archaeology sites. The earliest and largest collection of prehistoric musical instruments was found in China and dates back to between 7000 and 6600 BC. Flutes are often discovered carved from bones in which lateral holes have been preserved. Flutes are often discovered carved from bones in which lateral holes have been preserved. Element of music. Pitch. यहाँ पे ये pitch बताइए. इसका element है. The pitch is the relative lowness or highness that we hear in the sound. Pitch of a sound is based on frequency of vibration and the size of the vibrating object. The slower the vibration and the bigger the vibrating object. The lower the pitch, the faster the vibration and the smaller the vibrating object. faster vibration, smaller the vibrating object, the higher the pitch. For example, the pitch of a double bass is lower than that of the wireline because the double bass has longer strings, which may be defined or indefined. Symbols. Rhythms. It may be defined as the pattern of placement of sounds in time and beats in music. Roger Kamian Roger Kamian, in his book Music and Appreciation, defines rhythm as the particular arrangements of note lengths in a piece of music. Rhythm is shaped by a meter. It has certain elements such as beat and tempo. Roger Kamian. He is a retired professor emeritus of musicology in the Aaron University of Jerusalem. He is author of the book Music and Appreciation, which is a look intended to show students the basic and the importance of music. Dynamics. Triple F is a fortissimo as possible. हम यहाँ पे dynamics बताएं. Double F is fortissimo, very loud. F is front loud. MF is mezzo front, moderately loud. MP is mezzo piano, moderately soft. P is piano soft. PP is pianissimo, very soft. Triple P is as a pianism as a possible. Dynamics normally refers to the volume of a sound or note. It can also refer to every aspect of the execution of a given piece, either stylistic, staccato, legato, etc., or functional velocity. The term is also applied to the written or printed musical notations used to indicate dynamics. Dynamics are relative and do not indicate specific values. Volume level. Timbre. As a timbre, also known as tone color. It refers to the quality of sound that distinguishes one voice or instrument from another. Category. Musical category refers to the numbers of players as well as the type of players used in the composition. And how these layers are related. Category may be a monophonic, single melodic line, polyphonic, two or more melodic lines, and homophonic, a main melody accompanied by chords. Tempo, like tempos. The tempo is the Italian word at the beginning of a music piece that indicates how slow or fast the piece should be played. This is called the tempo. Which is effective who is effective throughout the duration of the music unless the composer indicates otherwise. Genres of music. Alternative music. Some alternative rock bands are Linkin Park and My Chemical Romance, Muse, Excenses, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Paranos, Creed, Oasis, the All American Rejects includes. Alternative music is a genre of rock music. Alternative music is a genre of rock music and a term used to describe a diverse musical movement. That emerged from the independent music underground of the 1980s and became widely popular by the 90s. Alternative rock is a broad umbrella term consisting of music that differs greatly in terms of its sound, its social context, and its regional rules. Linkin Park is a band of music. The Black Garden. Here's some pics of a musical band. Musician bands Linkin Park and Beck. This one and this one also. Creed. Like this. Pop music. Pop music क्या इसके बारे में थोड़ा आपको बताते हैं. R.E.B. Achal R.E.C.T. Aguilera, Britney Spears, Taylor Swift, Lady Gaga, Mariah Carey, Katy Perry, Avril Lavigne, Kelly Clarkson, Charlize Theron. Pop music, a learned that originally derives from an abbreviation of popular, as a genre of popular music which originated in the 1950s, deriving from rock and roll. It is a genre is a very eclectic, often borrowing the elements from other styles throughout its course, such as urban dance, rock, Latin and country. Yet there are core elements which define it, such includes often the verses chorus structures which generally make usage of repeated choruses have a melodic sound and have a catchy notes. This one is a pop music singer. Rhythm and blues R&B. Rhythm and blues, often abbreviated to R&B, is a genre of popular African American music that originated in the 1940s. The term was originally used by record companies to describe recordings marketing predominantly urban African American. Starting the mid 1960s, after the style of music, after the style of music contributed to the development of rock and roll, the term R&B became used to retire.
So next here, 8. Overcome your fear of rejection. Rejection के डर को कम करें. Most of us suffer from a fear of rejections, and there is one thing to do about that. Get over it. If you want to form a relationship plan on being rejected some of the time, if you want to form a relationship plan on being rejected, you will be richly rewarded the rest of the time with the new relationships you have made. People are often shy and suspicious. It takes a while to win trust. You can almost always form a relationship if you stick with it. The next 10 is invite people to get involved. People want to become part of something bigger than themselves. Many people are looking for an opportunity to meet other people who share common goals. At the first, people will be flattered that you invited them to join.
Often abbreviated to
Number 11. Enjoy people. If you genuinely enjoy people, others will.
R&B is a genre of popular African American music that originated in 1940. The term was originally used by record companies to describe recordings marketing predominantly to urban African Americans. Starting in the 1950s, after this style of music contributed to the development of rock and roll, the term R&B became used to refer to music styles that develops from the incorporated electric blues as well as gospel and soul music by the 1970s. Rhythm and beats was used as a blanket term of soul and funk. In the 1980s, a newer style of R&B developed, becoming known as contemporary R&B. This is some pics of a musician. Jazz. Jazz artists Still Navarro, Richard Poon, Frank Sinatra, Louis Armstrong, Nat King Cole. Jazz music is a genre of music that originated in New Orleans, marked by propulsive rhythms, ensemble playing, and improvisation. City. Some pics of musicians. Hip hop. Hip hop music, also called hip hop rap music or hip hop music, is a musical genre consisting of a stylish rhythmic music that commonly accompanies rapping or rhythmic and rhyming speech that is changed. It developed as a part of hip hop culture, a subculture defined by four key stylish elements: MCing, rapping, DJing, scattering, breaking, dancing, and graffiti writing. Other elements include sampling or synthesis and beatboxing. That's all. Music is a medicine that listens to just and calms me in the morning. In the music as a medicine is a new idea. The Chinese character for medicines comes from the character for music. Yeah, this one is music and this one is medicines. Oldest musical instrument in the world. 7,000 to 9,000 years old. Country origin Yellow River Valley, China. Materials used red crown trained ring bones. Yellow flutes. Age 42,000 to 43,000 years old. Country origin Gestiggerbrustatal Cave, Blaubeuren, Germany. Material used mute swan bone and mammoth lowry. Wingesterl flute. The ancient and musical relief. Egyptian papyri over 2,600-year-old refer to incantations or cures for infertility and rheumatic pain. In the Bible, David played the harp to lift Saul depressions 100 to 600 BC. Before you, as Samuel 16:60, NKJV, let our master now command your servants who are before you to seek out a man who is skillful player on the harp, probably, and it shall be that he will play it with his hand when the distressing spirit from God is upon you, and you shall be well. The ancient Greeks, 800 to 600 BC, believed music had the power to heal the body and soul. They used the flute and the lyre for gout and sciatica. Paeans were a classifications of ancient Greek songs that cured specific illness. For example, when the plague hit ancient Greece, they played a specific song with the frequencies and rhythmic patterns thought to help the lines. Ancient Greek music, some pictures here, ancient Greek music यहाँ शो की गई हैं. Just how powerful is rhythm? The beat, a critical part of music rhythm. What allows to do snap your fingers, tap your foot, and dance. Every culture has a music with a beat. Ancient throughout history, very early part of the human machinery. Perceptions of the beat ties to motor systems. Beat-based processing ties in with language. Accurate perce- Accurate perceptions of temporal patterns is critical. Hearing, speech, motor controls, and music. Beat perception requires predictability, flexibility. Man is the only primate that can process the beat with exception. Beat processing is tied into a specialized network that includes motor activities, including the movement in speech. Therefore, beat processing and the neural connections allow us to be a vocal learners with which we acquire language. The beat and other vocal learners. As a potent trigger for musical memory, Queen, Who Will Rock You, Michael Jackson, Billie Jean, Benny Goodman, Sing Sing Sing, The Knack, My Sharona, Pink Floyd, Money. Does music improve scholarship and learning? The Mozart effect. Raucher et al. Reported that listening to 10 minutes of Mozart's music briefly increased the abstract reasoning ability of college students. The effect is limited to a special temporal task involving mental, imagery, and temporal ordinary, predicting paper shapes. In 2010, a larger meta-analysis of a greater number of studies again found a positive effect, but the other kinds of music work just as well, but only if you enjoy it. Does listening to pre-recorded music improve reading comprehension's performance? So students who revised study material in quiet environments performed more than 60% better in an exam than their peers who studied while listening to music that had lyrics. Students who revised classwork while listening to music without lyrics did better on letter testing than those who had received to music with lyrics. It made no difference if students review or revise classwork and notes while listening to songs they liked or disliked. Both led to the reductions in their test performance. Students who revised or did homework in silence and rated their environment as less distracting and accurately predicted then that this would lead to better performance in subsequent tests. Language and literacy through music. Diana Desau's speech to music illusion. The neural circuitries underlying speech and song are at some points distinct and separate. They can accept the same input but process the information in different ways so as to produce different outputs. This illusion is in line with what philosophers and musicians have been arguing for centuries. Strong linkage must exist between speech and music. Short-term plasticity, long-term change. Can music be an analyzing? Pain is a consequence of illness and practically inescapable. Music therapy for the treatment of pain. For acute pain patients, especially post-operative, the hypothesis and that patients in the music group will need less analgesic, have a shorter length of hospital stay, and experience less adverse effect than those in the control group were not supported by the data. A number of studies suggest that there is a benefit, but these are poorly controlled and variable in outcome measures. The next one, for choice for chronic pain patients, music may be benefit as an adjuvant as a reduce self-reported pain and depression. Importantly, the analgesic effect of music appeared higher with self-chosen or researcher-chosen music. But as my grandmother would say, I could not hurt. In music, a health supplement for an agained brain. Automatistic delay we heard put to identify the brain of a visual artist, a writer, or a musician, but they would recognize the brain of a professional musician without a moment's hesitation. A magic for beyond all we do here, Albus Dumbledore, headmaster, Hogwarts School. A musician brain. Studies using the processive longitudinal design have found that children who receive musician training show changes in structural brain development compared to those who do not. Suggests that musical training may control to rather than simply control it, with neutral plasticity, like change and the structure of the brain. Bigger brain equals better brain. यहाँ पे मैंने आपको म्यूज़िक के बारे में बताया, डिटेल में बताया। आज का जो हमारा टॉपिक था म्यूज़िक और उसके कुछ एलिमेंट्स, लर्निंग ऑफ म्यूज़िक, टाइप्स ऑफ म्यूज़िक, हिस्ट्री ऑफ म्यूज़िक, मैंने सब आपको यहाँ पे इस वीडियो पे डिटेल से बताया। आई होप कि आपको ये वीडियो बहुत पसंद आई होगी। अभी के लिए इजाज़त दें, इंशाल्लाह नेक्स्ट वीडियो बनेगी इसी पे। Thank you viewers. Khuda Hafiz.